Hiya, welcome to GGKCS, the podcast slash FlossTube for fans of all things knitting, cross-stitching, geeky. I'm Cece, my pronouns are they, them, and I'm glad you're here today. Today is Monday, the 1st of September, 2025. How? And this is episode 518, in which it's our 13th Podiversary. I may have recorded most of this intro and then went, wait, that doesn't feel right, and went to look, and I had cut us a year short. So we started this podcast back in 2012 when Dammy was 12 years old, from where we were living in Texas at the time, and it was then known as Geeky Girls Knit. A year later, we moved to Scotland and had so many yarny adventures while we were in Scotland. I just can't even, it's just wow. And then we were in Scotland for 4 years, moved back here to the US, spent some time in California, came up here to Washington, and at a point we had added cross stitch since we've been up here in Washington, and so then we were Geeky Girls Knit and cross stitch. And then, now I'm trying to remember the timeline right. We changed it to GGKCS after Dammy came out as trans non-binary. So just the acronym. Is that the right word? Acronym? We're going to say it is. And then at a point when Dammy was in college, they decided to step back from the podcast FlossTube, which is totally fine, totally understandable. We've been doing this since they were 12. And I have continued going on. I am not doing the 1 to 2 episodes a week as I had been doing, but coming to y'all once a month with a regular episode, other than in December when I do Vlogmas for 25 days in a row. Then I also have some unboxings during the course of the months, usually. So, yeah, 13 years. There's been a lot of stuff happened in 13 years, just saying. Yeah, so episode 518, 13th anniversary. It actually, I think, was on Saturday, but, you know. I was going to record on Saturday, and then I didn't. I decided to wait until after I cut my hair yesterday, and then I just didn't do it yesterday either. So it's a holiday in the US today, and so doing it on my day off, my extra holiday day off. There was a lot that happened in August, including Dammy moving across the country to Illinois with Pink Pearl, our cat, and they started grad school last week. I don't know, the days are running together. Sometime in August, the end of August, they started grad school, and they moved into their own apartment in this house that's got 4 apartments. All the other people in the house are also grad students. They're attending University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana, doing a dual master's in history and library science. I've had a lot of grief. I've never lived more than an hour away from them. And this is like the 3rd empty nest kind of thing. You know, first when they went to college originally, and then the world imploded with the pandemic, and so they moved back home. And then when they were able to move back, that was a 2nd empty nest, and now here we are again, 3rd empty nest. Even though they haven't been living with me, we've just lived a little ways away from each other. So it's been so. I have some stuff to show you. I actually worked on all of my whips in August, so that is amazing, and I'm loving that. And I have a fun little video for you in Yummies of what I started out filming, then turned into even more that I didn't plan, and I think it's just kind of funny. So we're gonna show you that in Yummies. So I remember if I said welcome y'all, a big welcome back, love y'all to all returning viewers, and a big hi to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. Hope you enjoy the show. This is just how life is. So, all right, well, let's get started. All right, now it's time for knit, knit, knit. The first thing on my needles is a pair of socks from my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern that you can get on javapearldesigns.com. There'll be links to that and everything else in the episode at our website, GGKCS.com. I'm doing these on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles. The yarn is Knit Pix Felici in the Silent Film colorway. So here is sock number 1 done. And sock number 2, I have done half of the heel. So I need to finish the heel and knit the leg and the cuff. They're not matchy-matchy. It's fine. It's just, that's just how it is. And yep, so I'm working on those. I did have an FO this month. So this is one of my preemie blankets. This is the 3rd one that I've knit. And let's see, I think it's on this end. Maybe? I'm trying to figure out where I cast on. I think it was this side. So I'm just like made up the pattern. I wanted to do I-cord all the way around it. Am I holding it backwards? Yes. So I cast on using a 3-stitch I-cord cast on. And then I did garter ridges with a 3-stitch I-cord on both ends, even though it goes this way, and then bound off with a 3-stitch I-cord. This was on US 6's 4 mil needles, and the yarn is Red Heart Super Saver in the gold and cafe latte colorway. This blanket took a whopping 610.182 yards of yarn. And I started this on February the 9th, and I finished it on August 17th. It took me 26 days to knit this. So that is number 3 for since I started knitting them. And then that means I had to cast on another one. This is in my favorite murder, Elvis tote bag. So I'm still casting on, actually, so you can see I'm still doing the I-cord cast on. So what I'm doing is I'm holding this unknown yarn doubled, because it's a fingering weight, and then I am going to use this green, because there's pops of green in this. This green is Vidlana Tweedy Sheep in the apple picking colorway. And then I'm also going to use this pale gray, which is Vidalana Ambient Worsted in the Fresco colorway. So what I think I'm going to do to make this last as long as I can is I'm casting on with this, which means I want to bind off in this as well. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a garter ridge of this, a garter ridge of this, a garter ridge of this, a garter ridge of this. So this will be... there'll be twice as much of this in the blanket. I've got 2 skeins of this, just to make the other yarns last a little longer. So again, that's on US 6 4 mil needles, and I started this on the 24th. So I've worked on it a couple of Sundays. The cast on, I-cord cast on just takes a really long time, because what you're doing is you cast on 3 stitches using a long tail cast on, and then you knit front and back and knit 2, and then you slip 3 of those back to the left-hand needle and keep doing that. So you're knitting the same stitches a lot to, and it gradually increases. Every time you do that, you increase by 1 stitch. So it takes a little while to do. But, you know, I got time. I tend to work on it on Sundays. And yeah. Okay, that is everything that I am knitting. So let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for FlossTube. So I'm really excited. This month, in August, since I talked to y'all last, I stitched on every single one of my cross stitch whips, which makes me feel really happy. I'm doing a challenge with a group of friends, and it just happened that it hit every single one of my whips this month. So that's really, really exciting. And Cece last night, after I finished cross stitching, was like, Cece, you should think ahead because you're going to record tomorrow. So I went in and put the updated percentages so that I could see how much percentage I increased over the month. So I will have that information to share with you as well. All right. This first project is Edinburgh Castle by Tara Luna Stitchery. I'm doing it on a 25 count Easy Grid Lugana in the called for DMC. Here's where I'm at. So I just put in that square yesterday. I don't remember where. I may have done like these 4. I don't know what is with all the noises outside today. I'm so sorry. Hopefully I'm being able to like drown most of them out. Okay, so this is a very big project, 265,824 stitches. And when I recorded last time, I was at 43.916%. And now I'm at 44.030%. So not even a full 10th of increase, but there's a lot of stitches in this. So I'll be working on this till I'm 127. It's just how it is. Okay, now I didn't put these in order, so let me figure out which one's next. Okay, next up is Dammy's Christmas Stocking. This is the Oh Dear pattern by Satsuma Street. And I am using 18 count Black Pearl Ada from Steel City Stitchers. It came in a Black Needle Society box. In fact, it was the pirate box, which makes me laugh that I'm stitching a Christmas stocking on the pirate fabric. And I'm using the called for DMC. So as you can tell, these are antlers. This is the top of the deer's head. There's one of the deer's ears. You can't see. There's more antler here, and there's the banner with Dammy's name is all up there tucked in. So when I last time I worked on this, I was at 31.23%, and I'm now at 34.15%. So not quite 3%, but not bad. So I am a third done with this. So yeah, and then I have 3 more to stitch after that. Okay, and then the next one is, I think it's in this bag. Yes, I'm putting the picture up on the screen right now because I don't have a printed copy of it with me. This is Gilmoreisms by Forbidden Fiber Co. I'm using 16 count Casablanca Ada Zweigart from Forbidden Fiber Co. And I'm using the called for Forbidden Fiber Co. floss. Now you really can't tell much. This is in the 4th of 5th of 5-ish rows of things. I was working on the border. So I was at 58.68%. And now I'm at 59.6%, so almost 1%. But I'm nearing that 60% mark, which is exciting. And just, that's not where that goes right there. Yeah, this is one of course that I would like to get finished, but it is not the one that I most want to finish first. In fact, it's this next one. So this is Move Forward in Love by Modern Folk Embroidery. And I am doing this on Fortnite fabric, 16 count Aida in the hue colorway, which was also a Black Needle Society box fabric. And I'm using the called for DMC, but I did change the border to be Threadworks Bradley's Balloons, which you can kind of see right there. So here I am in the middle. I am filling this up and filling in the little dots around, and I'll be done. So this is a project that I made the most progress on this month. I was at 74.01%, and now I'm at 83.71%. So a little over, like about 9.5% done. And this is gonna go pretty quickly because it's literally like right here, I am right here. I need to do 2 more rows of the blue. And then I can't remember what color's next. Green. So I need to put in the green around the edge and then, you know, fill in the green to wherever it goes. And then I have yellow, orange, and red. So I can't remember how many stitches I have left on this, but it would be epic if I could finish it this month, because I do have a new start coming in October for a birthday start. So that would be really, really awesome if I could do that. Okay, next up is Winter in Stars Hollow, patterned by Katie Landis of the Black Needle Society. And I am stitching this all 4 seasons as a one complete panel. I'm doing it on 18 count white Aida using the called for DMC and the Forbidden Fiber Co. color conversion for the fancy flosses. So here's where I'm at. So autumn ended right here. So everything over here is winter. So I've been working on the house, as you can see. I have the rest of the house to complete, plus the ice skating rink down here with Luke and Lorelei in it. So when I started this month, I was at 64.02%, and now I'm at 68.32%. So almost, let's say, 4.3% increase, 4.3% done this month. By this month, I mean August. So this is like number 2 on my list of I want to get this done. So there is that. And then I have one more whip. I'm sorry, I'm trying to close this. I have all of the floss from autumn, summer, spring, winter, all in this bag. So it can be hard to zip up. Okay, the final thing that I'm working on is on the screen right now. This is Jack's Stamp Collection, also by Katie Landis of the Black Needle Society. I am doing it on the called for fabric, XG Designs 18 count Zweigart Aida in the Witchy Pink colorway, and I'm using the mostly called for DMC. There was a couple, I think there was 2 or 3 colors I didn't have. So I had to move the fabric, I think, since I saw y'all last. So probably, I don't know. I may have been done with the frog when I saw y'all last, maybe. And so the night sky, the gravestone, candy, and then I'm working on the 15th stamp right now. So when I started this month, it was at 44.21%, and I'm at 48.78% now. So that's like a little over 4.5%. So when I started this last year, right after Halloween, because I finished Santa's stamp collection, which my bestie is finishing into a pendant for me, kind of a pendant banner. We were just talking about it yesterday because we FaceTimed. No, not yesterday, Saturday. Time is wibbly wobbly, especially with having a 4-day weekend. I don't even know what day it is, but apparently it's Monday. Excuse me, sorry about that. So I started this right after Halloween last year, and I did the math in order to finish it by Halloween 2026, so next year, because it is 2025. Next year is 2026. I needed to do like 150-ish stitches a week. But so that's how I kind of started out, and then I started doing this stitching challenge with some friends, and one of the challenges every week is Forever's name gets pulled. You do 180 stitches on that project. And so I just assigned this project to everyone so that no matter who got called, I would do this so that I get in my stitches. So I've been doing 180-ish on it instead of 150-ish. I didn't even make up for the week that I missed for camp, and I'm still only 1.22% away done from being where I need to be at the end of October. So I'm way ahead, which is fine. And then I'm going to have my bestie finish this the same way. Sorry, Pumpkin is playing with her bone. At least she's not barking at me because she keeps hearing noises outside, and yeah. Not barking at me, barking at the noises. But I'm going to ask my bestie to finish this one the same way as she's finishing the Santa stamp collection one. So I am loving how much progress I've made on this by just doing not a lot of stitches a week on it. So yeah, so those are all of my cross stitch whips currently. I would really, really love to move forward in love by my birthday so that I can slot in my birthday start where that was. I am doing, damn it, it's a crossover on my desk. I'm doing a pattern with my friends Erin and Amanda. I just figured out fabric and floss over the weekend, and I'm so excited. I will show it to you when I record the October episode. And we're doing it together because Amanda's birthday is on the 2nd of October. My birthday's on the 4th. Can we just give a shout out to Taylor Swift, who not only got engaged to Travis Kelce, but also did the fantastic interview on New Heights, and also is dropping her new album on October the 3rd. So Amanda, who's a big Swiftie, Cece, who's a big Swiftie, and we smashed Taylor Swift 12 in between our birthdays. It's a beautiful birthday present, and I'm so excited. And then Erin has already started the pattern, but it was funny because we were at camp and somebody, I had a bunch of stuff that I put on the freebie table with the intention of not bringing very much stuff back with me from the freebie table. So I really didn't even go out and look. But Erin went out and looked, and she came back and she's like, somebody put 2 copies of this pattern on the table. Are you interested in one? And I was like, yes. And she's like, I've already got it. I was like, we should do it, Sal. And she's like, I've got another one. Who do you think? And I was like, oh, let's ask Amanda. And then it just happened. So even though Erin's already started hers, she's going to work on it. And it's mine and Amanda's birthday start. And I'm really excited about it. So, but I'm going to try. I mean, it just kind of depends on the stitching challenge things that are pulled each week to see what I'm working on. But yeah, we'll try and see what we do. So okay, that's everything for FlossTube. Let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, yummies. Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about, yummies. Well, I already talked about at the top of the show that it's our 13th Podiversary and gave you a little history timeline. So that is a yummy. I also talked about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and the new album in FlossTube. So that's another yummy. The third yummy that I'm going to show you, I filmed this separately before I even started filming the podcast today. And it went a bunch of ways that I wasn't expecting it going, and it just did. So I'm going to send you over to Past CC to show off a yummy. And I didn't really end it to say, let's move on to the last segment, but just imagine what I've said right here is at the end of this upcoming video. Okay? Okay, here we go. Okay, so I got these black pendant banners from Amazon. They came in a 3-pack. But so I had this one, and this one down here was hanging in the middle. But I have more. I needed more. So I bought another 3-pack. I moved the one that was in the middle over and put this one here. I have room still to put the other 2 up there if I need them. But these hold all of my not currently in use needle binders. There's my name badge from the first year I went to the BNS retreat. This is from the most recent one. These have a lot of pens on it that I used to have on a bulletin board, but I don't have the bulletin board anymore. That is my beads that I I earned because I finished the Sherlock Snail at camp. And then I had some other pens and such. And so then I had to get this. So I think all of these are from camp. So there's a couple of pens, but mostly needle minders. This one makes me so freaking happy. Yes, this one does spin. I kind of want to put it on my jacket. I might do that. This one actually glows in the dark. I do have other pens that are not hanging on here that are on my small crossbody bag and my my sunflower jacket. So there's a lot of BNS ones that remind me of things. This one was a special gift. Bella's my favorite princess. Lots and lots of BNS ones. A lot of these pens are from when we lived in the UK, and there's like our book release, Tickled Pink. All kinds of things. These are actually like some special stitch markers that I wanted to be able to see. So I just put them on locking stitch markers and just hung them on there. And then these ones are all from camp. The Arcania, which is murder, only murders in the building. That's this was one I had on my Sherlock Snail. It's the magnifying glass. Oh, this one is not from camp. This, I guess I just hadn't put back up. That one's not from camp either. Those must have just been sitting on my desk. So, this is my yummy. Oh, and the pom-pom is from, garland is from Trader Joe's. I think I got it my first year living here, 2021. It used to be on my big, tall crafting cabinet that I had here, which was then, I don't know if I showed you all this. Oops, I'm trying not to fall over a pumpkin. Was replaced by this 8-drawer dresser. But it's got a lot of my like fandom stuff on it. Winnie the Pooh and Gilmore Girls and Doctor Who. Like all of my crocheted Doctor Who's are back here. That was my finish earlier this year. It was my birthday start from last year. I'm kitting up my birthday start from this year for this year. These garlands are from Wander Free and Queer. This is an ornament that I got at Can't Be Nest last year. I like to surround myself with lovely fun things. And these are just those like fabric drawers, and then it's got my yarn stash in it, as well as like tools and such. Yeah, so this is kind of the crafty corner, other than turning around, trying to be slow. My cross stitch stuff is in those two under the TV. And then I've got a lot of crafting books over here. And I think I told y'all I was going to do this. I don't know if I did. If not, I bought this like file box. And I've got a file for every letter, and all my physical patterns are in here. And then in the back here, I used a, what are they called? That you use on your bookshelf. Anyway, it says book. But these are like my Just Cross Stitch Halloween and Christmas ornament issues, as well as cross stitch pattern books. So, and I need to clean off this shelf down here and reorganize it, because I did sell some things and give some things away. This is my Wild Rainbow Co. nuggets. I'm already ready for 2026 with my Taylor Swift. This was a birthday gift from my bestie a few years ago. My plant that I'm trying to keep alive, and I'm not doing very good. Okay, well, you just got kind of a tour of my crafting. Oh, I also have this. This is all full of my current whips. And then I also do have this crafting cart right here with stuff that needs to be handy. I also have a pumpkin. Oh, you giving them kisses? Oh my goodness. Say, stay tuned till after the podcast for pictures of me and Pinky. Yeah. And with that, we come to the end of the show. Thank you for joining me today. I know I went a lot of different directions, but that's just how it is sometimes. I do want to tell y'all that the Books with B&S Black Needle Society book club, the book for October is not, I'm reading it off the computer over here where I edit the podcast, is called Not Quite Dead Yet. It's by Holly Jackson. I kind of forgot that it was an option for the October book club, and so I listened to it shortly after it came out. It was really, really good, but I am going to re-listen to it so I can be actively participating in it. Our October meeting is my birthday, October the 4th, so we're going to discuss it then. You need to go to Facebook and join the Books with B&S group. Make sure you answer the questions. They're not hard. We just want to make sure you're not a robot. And then we post the link in there for the Zoom. Not Quite Dead Yet. Katie of Laura and Katie B&S is leading that one. And then Keisha should be putting up her poll soon if she hasn't already done it. She may have already done it today. I don't know. But she'll be putting it up soon so that we can announce the book for December in our October book club meeting. So we'd love to have you. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll be leading the one in February because I just did the one in August. So, what else? I am a rep for the Black Needle Society. That means that I get their every other month boxes to share with you. And they give me a coupon code that we can all use for their vault, which is where they put all the extras. And I know that I'm pretty sure, yeah, they put some extras in there today because it is September the 1st. But you can use the coupon code JavaPearl5, JAVAPURL, and the number 5 for 5% off everything in the vault. And you can use it as many times as you want. I've used it. So make sure and check out if you've seen some stuff that I've shown here in unboxings. yeah, check it out because there might be extras. I believe tomorrow my snail mail subscription is coming. So I'll do a video for y'all of that. And then the September box. What is the theme of the September box? Hold on, hold on. Let me just open my little thing here. Talk amongst yourselves. The September box is Autumn Abundance. How could I not remember that? Goodness gracious, Cece. Autumn Abundance. So yeah, so I'll have an unboxing of that for you. Not sure when I'm gonna record the October video, with it being my birthday the first weekend. I potentially have some plans. We're trying to see if the details will all work out. But I've also got book club on my birthday, so it may be that I record a different day. But I'm around. Y'all know I get it done eventually. So I'd like to thank everybody who supports the podcast, no matter how it is you do it. There's lots of different options on our website and in the YouTube drop down. That money primarily pays for behind the scenes stuff, like when we have to upgrade technology, to pay for our website hosting and domain name, and things like that. So there's ways to do one-time donations or ways to do it month to month. So you can find out everywhere we are online at our website, ggkcs.com. There's links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, all of the places. So if you're still watching right now at this point, I would love if you would comment on the YouTube video with like your favorite memory of us podcasting, or when you started watching, or yeah, just whatever you want to share to celebrate us. Oh my gosh. It's the 13th Podiversary. Taylor Swift's number is 13. Don't mind me. I'm just over here being a Swiftie. To celebrate our 13th Podiversary. Well, with that, I'm going to tell you goodbye. Make sure and stay until after the credits for some pics of Pink and Pumpkin. Dammy's been sending me pictures of Pink, and so we'll continue to share both Pink and Pumpkin in the episodes. And the world is rough right now. Really, really, really rough. So check on your family and friends. Fire truck siren, big truck. Check on your family and friends. Make sure you're taking time for self-care. Just take care of yourself and take care of those around you, because it's rough right now. Really, really rough. So until I see you again, which will be snail mail unboxing, and then later in the month the September box. So until I see you again, happy crafting. Talk to you again soon. Bye. Stay tuned until after the credits.